It was late, and Sarah was heading home from work when her phone buzzed in her pocket. A voicemail. Strange, her phone hadn't even rung. She pulled over to listen. The voice on the other end was unmistakable. It was her mother. "Sarah, I need you to come home. It's urgent, please." Her mother sounded frantic, her voice shaky and uneven. The message was strange, though. Her mother had passed away a year ago. Sarah's stomach knotted, but she tried to rationalize it. Maybe an old message had resurfaced somehow, some weird glitch. Shaking it off, she started driving again, but the air felt heavier now. Her heart pounded as her car weaved through the dark, empty streets. Then, her phone buzzed again. Another voicemail. This time, she didn't even pull over. She pressed play with trembling fingers, and the voice was still her mother's, but now it was barely a whisper, garbled and distant. "Sarah, you have to listen. Don't come home, it's not safe. They know." The voicemail cut off abruptly, leaving Sarah in silence. Cold sweat dripped down her forehead. Her fingers shook as she tightened her grip on the steering wheel. Suddenly, her headlights flickered, and the car's engine sputtered, finally dying on a lonely stretch of road surrounded by dense woods. The air seemed to thicken, the darkness around her pressing in closer. Her phone buzzed once more, a third voicemail. Sarah's breath caught in her throat as she listened, paralyzed with fear. This time, the voice wasn't her mother's. In a raspy, low growl, the message hissed, "We're waiting, Sarah." She dropped the phone in terror and looked up. Through the windshield, barely visible in the dim light, was the silhouette of a figure standing motionless in the middle of the road, watching her. The voicemail ended with the sound of slow, deliberate footsteps, getting closer.